Hello there, my friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Happy Smiles. I'm Natalia and I'm very grateful that you're here with me today. Today we're going to talk about why we brush our teeth and how to do it correctly. Before I begin, I would like to share with you my favorite dental expression. So, if you would like to keep your friends, brush your teeth in the morning. If you would like to keep your teeth, brush them at night. So from this expression is obviously that you have to brush your teeth twice a day. Very often, I recommend to my patient brush their teeth 3 times. In the morning, after lunch, and right before they go to bed. The main and the most important reason why we brush our teeth is to remove food particles and plaque. Plaque is a white sticky film that forms in our teeth. So every time when we eat, especially food with high in sugar or simple carbs, the bacteria in that plaque produce acid. And acid starts to attack our tooth structure. Over time, if you don't remove this plaque in time, the acids start to destroy the enamel and will cause cavities. The second reason is if plaque isn't removed on time, plaque will become harder and become tartar. Tartar is very difficult to remove because it's already mineralized plaque. Over time, if this tartar sits on your gum line, it will start to cause inflammation and can lead to gum disease. I have a great visual example for you guys. So imagine this. You left your car outside for a night. You came in the morning and you noticed that a little bird left you a little white sticky surprise right in your windshield. So what do? You get in, you turn on your windshield wipers, and you just wipe that little sticky surprise away. In this scenario, the windshield wipers is your toothbrush, windshield is your teeth, and a little surprise that bird left you is a plaque. Now, the same scenario, but you left your car outside for a week. So what happened? The same bird left you the same surprise right in your windshield. But now your windshield wiper is not going to work anymore. Unfortunately, the little stickiness become hard of all the minerals and inside of it. Now, what do? You get outside, you take a scraper and you just scrape that sticky surprise away. This is the same what happens in your teeth. If you left the plaque that develops out in your teeth all the time, not brushed, it's going to become harder. It's going to become a tartar. And tartar will be pretty much impossible to clean at home. That's why when you go to your hygienist every 6 months, every 3 months, we have all those tools and instruments that will scrape the tartar away. Sorry guys for giving you such a visualization what happening in your mouth and comparing a plaque in your teeth with a bird accident, but I think now you're going to really remember and know the difference, what actually happens, how the plaque become a tartar, and why we recommend to brush your teeth so often, and obviously visit your dental hygienist and dentist at least every 6 months. So, how do we brush our teeth? It's a very simple question, but it can be actually quite confusing because over the many years, there were developed many different methods of brushing. I'm going to demonstrate today the method that American Dental Association or ADA recommends. So first, choose a toothbrush. You can have a manual brush or you can choose electric brush. I'm going to make a video later, the difference between those two guys. Second, make sure that the brush is correct size for your mouth. There are so many different varieties of brushes on the market right now. Some of them a little bit bigger, like this guy. This one is a little bit smaller. This is electric brush, which also comes with the different heads. So make sure that you are comfortable with the size. It's not only for children that obviously we recommend to have a smaller brush because they have a smaller mouth, But adults the same, we're all different. Some of us have a big mouth and some of them not so big. So choose the right size. Also make sure that the bristles of your brush are soft. We do not recommend to use medium or hard bristles because they can do some damages to your gums. Second, make sure you choose a toothpaste with a fluoride. Fluoride is an element that make your enamel harder and help to fight cavities. You don't have to do too much, just a little pea size. Just like this, that will be more than plenty. Next, hold your brush 45-degree angle towards your gum line. If you do choose electric brush, make sure that you do not put too much pressure on it. Usually electric brushes are very, very powerful and you don't have to do any back and forth movements. You just hold very gently with maybe 2 fingers or 3 fingers for balancing. Place it towards the gum line, up here, down there, and very gently just hold 5 seconds in one area and move along on your upper teeth and your bottom teeth, inside and out. This size brush or brush head usually would hover over 2 to 3 teeth. It depends which teeth are you brushing, but don't do the dead grip because this brush is really, really powerful. Okay, with the manual one, it doesn't have a timer, so make sure that you do it for 2 minutes. Maybe just time you on the clock or just think a song in your head. This brush is not as powerful, but still you have to be very careful because of the pressure. You just place it towards the gum line and you very gently just go along all the teeth up and down. Okay guys, put a brush 45-degree angle towards your gum line. Very gently move your brush back and forth and then swipe the excess. You have to do it for your outer teeth. Don't forget about inside where your palate is and where your tongue is. Also, don't forget about chewing surfaces on your back teeth. Just very gently brush all the plaque away. When you clean your front teeth, just turn your brush vertically and gently swipe everything out. After you're done brushing for 2 minutes, rinse your mouth with water and rinse your toothbrush with some water as well and let it air dry. Really cool tip that a lot of people don't think about it. If your bathroom location and a toilet are together in the same room, make sure close your lid when you're flushing, because bacteria when you flush in the toilet will spread through the air and they will contaminate your toothbrush. So that's not good. So make sure that your toilet lid is closed, or if you have a door, just close the door in between. Or after your brush is completely dry, just store it away or put some sort of protection cap over it, okay? A lot of people might ask, why do we have to angle our toothbrush bristles 45 degrees towards the gum? Great question. And the reason behind it, every single tooth surrounded with a gum. And in a healthy individual and a healthy person who doesn't have any gum disease, the gum pocket should be between 1 and 3 millimeters. So when we angle brush 45-degree angle, the bristles can penetrate underneath your gum line about 2, maybe 3 millimeters if you got lucky. So that's a reason why we do recommend 45-degree angle. If you are someone who already has a gum disease or periodontal disease, and your pockets unfortunately got deeper, there are many different tools how to clean those pockets, and I will be discussing them later in my next videos. But for now, just think about it, that every single tooth has a pocket around it, all over, circumferential, I think that's how you say it correctly. And That's why we have to put it 45-degree angle. Alright guys, after we're done brushing, rinsing our mouths and store our toothbrush properly, we need to clean between our teeth. I know that after brushing, most of us feels like super fresh already, but it's not all, unfortunately. A lot of bacteria, food particles are still stay between our teeth, which for regular brush or electric brush, pretty much impossible to clean. I'm going to do a separate video on flossing and different tools that you can use between your teeth, but for now, just think about it. When it's a great visual example, my second one, that I love to tell my pediatric patients, my little patients, when you're brushing your teeth, when you use just a brush, you're going to brush just like washing your hands. You only wash inside of your hands and you wash your outside of your hands. And everything that stays in between, its brush cannot get. That's why it's so important to floss in between, so you can clean all those spaces in between your teeth that brush physically just cannot reach. That's why we recommend to use a floss or little proxy brushes or water pick. As I said, I'm going to make a whole video about just to how to clean between your teeth. But cleaning in between of your teeth as important as brushing your teeth. Just think this for now. All right, guys? All right, now you are done brushing, you are done cleaning in between your teeth. The last final step, you can use a mouth rinse. Mouth rinse is optional. It's not going to replace your brushing or flossing. It's in addition to brushing and flossing. I like to recommend a mouth rinse for a couple reasons. One of them, a lot of mouth rinses have fluoride inside, that is extra boost of fluoride that helps your teeth to stay strong. And also most of the mouth rinses have antibacterial or antiseptic properties that are going to clean bacteria from your mouth. So that's an option. You can choose whatever mouth rinse you might like. There are tons of them on the market, literally like many of them. So I'm sure you will find something that was specifically designed for you and you might find it very useful and you like it. So that will be your final step. And if you are experiencing any bleeding, any discomfort, any pain while you're brushing and flossing, just know that that's not normal and you should seek dental help. Bleeding gums, there are many reasons behind it. The most common reasons would be gum disease. So it could be an early stage of periodontal disease, like gum disease. It can be some sort of infection or inflammation of your mouth, vitamin deficiency, so it definitely relates to nutrition, or pregnancy. There are many other reasons, but those kind of the main one. And also, if you skip a day or two or three a week of not flossing your teeth and then suddenly start to floss and your gums start to bleed, you're like, oh my gosh, my gums didn't bleed before and now I'm flossing, my gum bleeds. That's also the reason why they are bleeding. Healthy gums should not bleed, period. They not bleed. And if you are bleeding, then increase your flossing. Make sure that you are doing it daily. Make sure that you're brushing at least twice, hopefully 3 times a day. And obviously see your dentist for checkups and make sure that you don't have any underlying oral conditions or can relate to the medical conditions as well. All right, my friends. I hope this video was very helpful for you. I hope you got inspired and go brush your teeth right now or start flossing daily. Make sure that you see your dentist at least every 6 months and see your hygienist for professional teeth cleanings. Just like always, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Alright guys, keep smiling. See you soon.